In a village, every night's meal was like a battlefield. People fought for meat as if it were the last treasure on earth. Everyone waited for the leader to distribute the meat. Ikka looked at the long line and thought that by the time it was his turn, not even a bone might be left, so he decided to use his brain. He pressed a button on the shoulder of the man standing in front of him. When the man turned around, Ikka quickly stepped into his spot, but he was still far from the front. This time, he pulled the hair of the strong man standing ahead of him. When the man turned around, Ikka immediately pointed toward the old man behind him. As people began watching the drama, Ikka used the opportunity to step forward again. Now he stood behind a person wearing black lipstick, but he was still not satisfied. He picked up a goose from the ground and made the person bite it forcefully. Once the chaos started, he threw the goose away and moved forward 2 or 3 more steps. Then he acted quickly. He burned the thin hair of the strong man in front of him. The man panicked and began running around. Ikka noticed someone holding a dog that looked like a rat. He quickly grabbed the remaining goose bone and threw it away. The dog ran after the bone and dragged the old man away with it. There was still someone standing outside the line. Ikka felt pleased, but many people were still ahead of him. At that moment, his eyes looked strange. He took out a large wing and blew on it with all his strength. The strong man in front turned toward him. Suddenly, many people seemed distracted by the sound of the wing. During the confusion, Ikka quickly moved forward. Now he was almost at the very front. He hid his clothes. The man in front ran off to protect his dignity. Ikka picked up the fallen clothes and stuffed them inside his own outfit. Now he looked like a pregnant woman. He acted so convincingly that no one questioned him. He immediately stood in line again. When the meat was being handed out, his mouth watered at the sight of so much food. A party member threw him a large piece of meat, and Ikka quickly caught it. But at that moment, the stuffed clothes slipped out. His entire trick was exposed. In the end, for the sake of getting that piece of meat, Ikka had to spend 6 months in jail and endure the consequences of his actions.